We are live.
All right. Whew. Boy, what a hot day. All righty, let's get knocking on. Okay, well, on agad iwahi ka jokwa, so when I won't see you, snardy. Gazit dans Rio, Yujits, Kahawinoje, Yundajits, Queen is Star, Ronata, Runi. Retinuvada, do Gordonka Gary, Yogesu, Yeti Sota, Asatonka Garokwa, Yetin Stazi Hunzagi, dan a Gueguskat Neganungwe. Retinuvada, do Sawa Yerdan, Kundon Hetzer Gawis, a Wadzini, Ganyata de Gerdo, dan a Quego or Quadzre, or Nunco Sua. Retinuvada, do. Yeti soto gonhan do na da hetsten gonna go rear da di habakwe. Ayuki at again ha dam dawe adon hetsera gaz dat stansera ne ganungwe. Ayuki at again ha dam dawe adon hetsera ne asat ni got dardige ganyaga hager da di nyato ronata haruni dan riskarevage dano dam dawe adon gatsera. Agwego on a go to Guyana Dusser go and it's kana. Ori wheel, Gariwa Gori Shunsen, and Dana Gazat Sanser. Damda we Wisni Hunzage Yorakwa Gana Shunwe Unwe. Oh, I forgot. Detinu Wadadu, Taronya Wagu Dano Sawiskara. Okay, so as you know, that every time we get together for council meeting, ceremony, anything of importance, we always have to carry out Ahondagari Wadekwa first. This is the words that come before all else. It's where we identify and give thanks to the things within creation that have created us and the things that we need to continue to sustain us. So we always begin by giving our thanks to the great spiral of creation that when you look up into the nighttime sky, you're not looking into cold, dark, empty, lifeless space the way that non-native science would lead you to believe. No, instead, looking into the living, vibrant body of our great mother. And so we give thanks to her, to Sky Woman, as it is she who has given us spirit. From there, we give our thanks to the beating heart of our Mother Earth, to Grandma Moon. It's she who regulates the flow of the blood in all things. And so we give thanks to her, to Grandma Moon, as it is she who has given us blood. From there, we give our thanks to our Mother Earth, regardless of what color you are, what language you speak, where you've grown up from Mother Earth, or more importantly, today, what you imagine divides you from your sisters and brothers, from your fellow human beings. What allows you, what you can't harbor anger and hate and resentment and turn it into waging war on your fellow human beings, regardless of things that we all come from the same mother, making us all one family, sisters, brothers, relations all together. And so we give thanks to her, to Mother Earth, as it is she who has given us body. From there, we give our thanks to all the women, from the newest born baby girl to the eldest grandmother, as they carry the sacred title of life giver into the world and are to be honored and respected as such. And here it's easy for us to lose sight of what is being said. When we say from the newest born baby girl to the eldest grandmother, well, don't you forget that whoever you are, wherever you are, at whatever point in time that you hear this, could be 100 years from now, could be you're listening to it live right now. No matter who you are, we're talking about your mother. We are identifying our own mother. And so we give thanks to them for in this world, they give us purpose and direction. And to expand on that a little bit, as you know, that the example that we always give is within the natural world, how mama bears take care of the baby bear cubs. That the mama bears do not allow adult male bears anywhere around the cubs. They're nowhere around them. Any exposure to adult males, the mama bear is directly in between the her cubs and the male bear. And the mama will not permit any interaction whatsoever from the adult male bears to her cubs because of they could kill them. They could, it is known to happen, but it is for this reason that the mama bears are exclusively the teachers of their cubs as to how to be bears. It's exclusively taught from the mothers. There is no male bear's participation in teaching the bears how to be bears. It comes solely from the mama. And the mama teaches the baby bear cubs about everything about creation. Remember that the bear clan, the bear is the medicine clan. And so the bear knows everything about every medicine, every root, every plant, every sap, every tree, what time of year to get this sap out of it, to what time of year to eat this grass or that grass, or everything about creation. The bear is the medicine spirit. And so we look to the mama bears as the example as to within all creation as to how everything is raised by the mamas, by the mothers. This was exclusive within all nations, within all peoples of Mother Earth up until the God syndrome came into play in the false establishment of false man-made religions. Then this usurped the mother's power and authority in this world and gave it to men, and thereby took the children away from the mothers and put the non-native society on this war path now for thousands of years. And so on this path, when you are raised by males, you are raised into a world of war. When you are raised by life givers, by the mother, then you are born of love, into love, you are raised in love, you are taught love, and you learn how to live within it. And so the mamas we give thanks to the mother strain, the mothers, the life givers, and every strain of life, as it is they that perpetuate the diversity of Sky Woman's dream. From there, we give our thanks to all the waters and all the medicines and all the shapes and forms they come in. And this is to remind ourselves that we are made of 100% water and that you are medicine. From the moment that you opened your eyes into this world, you were medicine to your grandparents, to your parents, your medicine to your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends, your associates. We are all medicine. And if you are not aware of your medicine in this world and applying it, then somebody else is co-opting and misusing your medicine, because nobody can apply your medicine except you. And this, for people to understand, practical application or practical reference, in this world today is taxation. Quite simple right there. There is an usurpation of your power, because taxation, just like what you know in school, what is called taxation from bullies to steal the lunch money from other kids in school, that's taxation. But yet, when it's in government and it's called taxation, for some reason, you think it's a good thing. When it is an usurpation of your power, taking your power and your energy, and no matter what country you're in on earth, your energy, your power goes to waging war, goes to killing women and children, goes to killing everybody, goes to destroying the environment, because any country that is at war is a country of stupid people. Because as we know that within schools, we are taught at a young age, little children are taught that it's wrong to fight. Little children are taught that that it's wrong to be a bully, that it's wrong to conduct yourself that way towards other people. But Soon as you get into, even in high school in some places, children are being recruited into ROTC or whatever they call it, you know, like some military programs, military schooling. So they're taught first not to fight. They're taught that's a bully, that it's wrong, that only dummies fight. But then you grow up and you look into the world, and all the adults are waging war. So it tells you that it's a society of stupid adults because they cannot figure anything else out except to punch the other one in the face to prove that they're right. And in the world of adults, punching other adults in the face what's the word I'm looking for here? I can't think of the word where it turns into, I can't think the proper word right now. Materializes, where it materializes as war, dropping bombs on people. Think of that. To drop bombs, you got to create the technology. You got to create the plane that will fly those bombs there, or the rocketry, whatever that it takes to send that rocket, that bomb there. Imagine all of the technology that you have to use to kill people. Wow, that's a society of stupid people. Only stupid people fight. Only stupid people wage war. Only stupid people destroy the environment from which we grew. Okay, you're taking off? Okay, I'm just gonna say goodbye to my son. We'll see you tomorrow. All righty. Have a good night, my man. So, where was I? Yeah, so only stupid people destroy the environment from which we grew. Myself, being born and raised in the Longhouse, in the Kanien'kehá way, that I was raised by women. I was raised all exclusively by my grandmothers, by other clan mothers, by my aunts. And in this way, I grew up in the right way. I grew up knowing that you're not even supposed to break a branch on a tree, not unless it's for a purpose. Not unless it's for a reason. Maybe you're clearing the branches that it's not going to poke the children in the eyes as they're running around playing. Or maybe you need that to build something. For these reasons, then, of course, there is a retribution. Not a retribution, a reciprocal relationship that when you take, you have to give. Of course, in the non-native world, it's not that way. It's just take. And when you just take, at a certain point, the system that we're taking from, the living ecosystems, will not have enough of whatever it is we're taking. There's not enough there. It's not producing enough. So the scales of the environment are tipping very rapidly, as everyone on Earth is aware. As you see, if you're not up to date on the news of the world, if you're not up to date on the science, then at the very least you're driving by every day to work in some place, and then one day you see there's no trees there anymore. What does that mean? No more trees there. Well, it means there's no more messengers of creation. There's no more birds. The winged ones aren't going there no more. And you know that there's no more animals. There's no more life in them woods that are all cut down. So when you just see a patch of trees gone because you know they're putting a strip mall there, well, then you just think maybe I'll be able to drive in there for convenience and get my my slush there now. But it's never thought of the damage that it causes, again, to the environment from which we grew. It means it's us, and we are destroying that environment. Anyways, for myself, I knew growing up in the ceremonies and what the life givers, how they educated me, that I knew not to harm any trees, not to harm any animals, not to ever harm any birds, never. That is, of course, when you say don't harm any animals, of course, birds, you factor that in. But when you know of the different levels of our existence, of our creation, then you'll know the importance and the meaning of the birds as the messengers of Yonki-Atdizo, the messengers of creation, of Sky Woman herself. And so this is where we get into the diversity of Sky Woman's dream, because you are the message of Sky Woman. You being here in this world are having all of the energy of the you could say the cosmos factory of the waterverse is a factory that produces us here, and we are the product that is produced. And what we are a living end result, the nerve ending of that process from Sky Woman's dream to physical manifestation. So if you think of your central point of consciousness, where all your thoughts are thought from, where all your dreams and all your visions are centered, if you think from there to the very furthest reaches of your physical body, let's say wherever on your skin, you got a mosquito, you slap it. That is because of the waterverse that exists within us to create the physical structure of the central nervous system within our human body that allows that little piece of skin right on your shoulder that's feeling a little mosquito bite, communicating to your central point of consciousness, that then you can take your left hand or your right hand, you decide automatically. Your left hand can't hit it, so instantly, hey, it's your right hand, and you know specifically where to go. That is because as that nerve ending, it is processing all of that physicality of our spiritual state of being, and it is the direct line of communication from that little nerve ending there to central point of consciousness. So you, as a nerve ending of Sky Woman here on the body of Mother Earth, that it is your responsibility to warn central point of consciousness when there's a mosquito, when there is something destroying the land, when there is something destroying the trees, hurting the animals that are not separate from us. You can think, well, there's a bear out there somewhere in the forest, and you think that that's a bear. It's separate from you. Without that bear, you do not exist. Without that lion on the other side of the world on the Serengeti, without that lion or that northern white rhino, then you do not exist in the current state that you do. And once that northern white rhino is dead and eliminated from this earth, then there is a part of you that is gone, that once it is gone, you'll never know. You'll never be able to identify it, and you will never miss it. Because in order for that to happen, it doesn't just happen in one generation. It takes generations, and each generation is acclimatized, accustomed slowly to the corruptions of the previous generation. So right now, we are all subjected to the corruptions of our parents' generation, of our grandparents' generation, and an accumulation of corruption over hundreds of years and thousands of years, actually, of male-dominant corruption in this world, which is war, which is commodification. And once you got commodification, it's war on the planet. Because once you commodify a tree that allows you to have $1, then you want $1 million. And so once the society started down that path of male-dominant war mentality of commodification, then this was where the slippery slope, where the scales tipped and everybody began down the slippery slope. And we are now, today, this generation, we are the end result of that process of the scales being tipped so terrible, so bad out of whack, that it's almost impossible to fix these things. That there is almost not enough energy in the world for humans to fix it, because as we engage, we can come up with the solution to fix it. And yes, it's viable, but at the same time that we're trying, a small group of people somewhere on Earth is trying to fix this thing of the environment, you have 8 billion other people continuing on at full steam ahead in their corrupted ways of eviscerating Mother Earth economy. This is war on creation. And this is a result of the society not being taught properly when they are children. But as we see that children feel more for the environment, we know this. a couple of years ago. Trees were cut across the street behind the lake, and my niece was really hurt by this. She was a little kid driving to school on the bus, and she seen that, and she started crying. The children are more attuned to this because their minds are not completely yet assimilated into this subhuman way of living upon Mother Earth. And so what we have to do as adults, we have to listen to the young ones, because the adults are the ones cutting down all the trees. The young ones are the ones saying, don't cut down all the trees. But the adults are smart. Yeah, we're very smart, right? We got to deal with reality, and we got to put food on the table. So we will not listen to the young ones when they say don't cut down the trees, because we know the reality. And if our young ones are going to eat, we got to cut down those trees. This is an ugly reality of a system that the entire world is now living within, that is not a human way of living. It's an unsustainable way. Okay, so all of this being said, that we have the great honor tonight of being joined with one of these young people who are crying out about what's being done to the environment. Because again, any young person can look around and say, hey, this is wrong. This is what we got to do to fix it. How come we can't fix it? Every young person on earth can use common sense, address the corruptions that we see all around us, and easily just say, let's just fix it. The problem in this world is not the young ones, obviously. It's the ones who consider themselves to be adults and who are supposedly in control. These are the ones that are the problem. They stand in the way between life and the way it is supposed to be living, and killing all of life. And the young ones, the children, women, can feel this energy being released from Mother Earth, and can feel the earth crying, and have to do something about it. And recently, I heard of this young man who was doing something about what is happening in Blainville with Stablex, which we were all aware of this, for a few years now through our good friends Annick and Benoit, that they have been fighting Stablex in Blainville. But to hear of this young man who is rising up with his voice to all of a sudden bust onto the scene, and in a world of where adults are fighting against each other and arguing the reasons why we can't apply common sense, and then for a young person to come onto the scene and say, hey, common sense. And all the adults, what we're seeing is a monkey wrench is being thrown into the gears of the machine. And it doesn't know how to deal with it, doesn't know how to handle it. And so what we must do is we must raise this young man's voice to every, whatever level we can. If you can raise his voice all the way to the highest levels of the United Nations, then do it. If you can only raise his voice to your family at the dinner table, then do it. Because the truth of what is happening to the environment is not going to be learned from adults, because adults are too busy complying with it, complying with the destruction. Okay, so all of this being said, this young man, I'm sorry, what is it? William. I was told this, but a lot of names flow through my head, so it's hard to remember sometimes. William, you're here. We welcome you here. If you want, wait a minute, I'm being
just so you know that we also have with us Samuel and the Beauchamp family with us tonight.
Okay.
And we also have Sandra Ulf, that is from the Citizens Committee Coalition of Blainville. So we have all of these guests.
Okay, so the idea here tonight is not to necessarily resolve anything. It's to get these voices all together in the same place and to exchange, to start from a foundation, because the reality is, in the non-native world, you can fight all your life trying to protect the environment. The reality is the laws that are created in so-called government are against you. They're there to destroy the environment. The reality of protecting the environment here, only here in Turtle Island, is that through the native people, through the Two Row Wampum Treaty, which is established and recognized within the Canadian Charter of Rights, which is has jurisprudence already within the courts, that this is the only answer, the only solution of how to successfully protect the environment and to maintain that protection. Because in the non-native world, you can create, like Parc La Vérendrye was created, I think, in the 1920s, almost 100 years ago. It was set aside not to be touched for anything. Hey, look at today, Parc La Vérendrye, it's like a Swiss cheese now. It depends on the next regime that comes in. Well, they'll change the law from what the previous regime was. They'll open up, just like what Trumpler is doing with his Drill Baby Drill campaign, opening up federally protected lands for devastation, for evisceration. So this is the reality in the non-native world, that you can fight and fight, you're only going to get so far. But if we stand together and we utilize the treaties, then the treaties supersede all laws within so-called Canada, all NAFTA agreements, all kind of international agreements that they have, and Two Row Wampum is what must then be adhered to, must be applied. So it's a matter of aligning all these voices into one power, one energy, one direction. As it is right now, there's too many directions, too many voices going in too many directions. Okay, so okay, what now?
And also to acknowledge the presence of Martin, Pascal, Sylvie, and Daniel from the coalition, Action Déchets Toxiques, that they are all here in support of this exchange. And also Carrie from Land Defenders is logging in. So that was the point of having everybody here.
Okay, so William, just so that you know, everybody that's here tonight with us, they're here because of you. They're here because they heard of the efforts that you are making. And I'll tell you that as I won't call myself an elder, but I'm older than you, as a person who's maybe 3-4 times older than you. I'm gonna be 64 in a couple of weeks. To hear and to see someone your age rising up and to be speaking the way that you are, this is a breath of fresh air. This is power. This is energy. You're giving everybody strength. You're giving everybody hope. Now, it's not to say that we're placing hope in you and putting all this pressure on you that you're going to succeed. No, what the hope is that together we can succeed. That the hope that you bring is that young voice of bringing that young perspective of creation and knowing that we're not supposed to hurt creation, and looking at the elders and saying, hey, we're hurting creation. It should be simple, right? Let's just stop hurting creation. Why is it not that simple? Okay, so William, we'll give the floor over to you. Anything that you want to identify as to your journey here, and then we're going to go to the other voices where everybody can, then we'll see how everything's going to merge together. Now we'll go at welcome.
Hi, welcome. Today I will there for and thank you for all your encouragement. I really appreciate that, and I think yeah, you do and my day is really important for me that people support me, because I think for me is a lot of pressure that is impossible for my age to do the United Station, and that at my age I think is really important. I have a support of all community, and I think your community that should be able to help me. Yes.
Okay, let me try to make it a little bit easier on you then right now. If you feel more comfortable speaking in French, speak in French. We Edith's here, Angel's here, somebody will translate. So if you can communicate better in French,
Oui.
Vas-y, je vais te traduire. Tu peux faire des phrases courtes, puis je vais te
Parfait.
traduire.
C'est bon. Donc, la question, dans le fond, ça va être juste pour être certain.
The question is,
oh, wait a minute. I didn't grasp that.
Vas-y, William, tu peux continuer juste en français, puis après, tu peux faire juste des phrases courtes pour qu'Angèle puisse
Parfait.
écrire, puis,
C'est bon. Donc, mais la question, elle se trouvait à être quoi? Vu je pense que j'ai un peu oublié.
the question was what I kind of forgot.
Oh, okay. Just for you, anything that you want to identify about your journey, how you got to this place, anything, what you're feeling, anything that you want to express about this struggle that you're in now.
Donc, je reviens à vous, Angèle. C'était quoi? Juste pour être certain, la question.
Il veut savoir, dans le fond, c'est quoi que tu vis en ce moment par rapport à toute la situation, là. Tu peux expliquer comment tu le
Oui.
vis, etc.
Bien, selon moi, c'est sûr, c'est immense. Je pourrais dire tout ce qui se passe autour de moi, vu il y a beaucoup d'actions que je mène, puis c'est vraiment lourd, on pourrait dire, à 14 ans, pouvoir rassembler plusieurs biologistes, équipes, vu, on pourrait dire, entre guillemets, j'ai réussi à réunir des biologistes un peu de partout et des regroupements citoyens, puis selon moi, c'est sûr, c'est dur, mais grâce aux personnes qui m'épaulent, selon moi, ça me permet de continuer malgré la difficulté.
So he says that it's a huge thing for him, that there's a lot of action that he needs to do. It's heavy for him to do it, and he had to do like to got together biologists of everywhere and citizens groups. So it's hard, but it's because of the support of everyone that he's able to do it.
Okay, how did you first become aware of this? What drove you to even think about what was happening there with Stablex?
Donc,
Qu'est-ce qui t'a amené, dans le fond, à défendre là, tout ce qui se passe avec
Oui.
Stablex?
Dans le fond, je dirais c'est parce que en 2020, justement, en 2025, il y a eu le bâillon, donc l'expropriation de la ville de Blainville. Puis je pense que c'est pas normal qu'une loi ait été forcée contre les Blainvillois. Donc juste là, ça m'a interpellé, questionné déjà pourquoi il veut forcer les Blainvillois à accepter des déchets toxiques dans leur terrain, on pourrait dire. Donc ensuite, euh, avec Radio-Canada Enquête, j'ai vu encore plus de vérité, puis je me dis, je dois agir. Mais le gouvernement du Québec, lui, les yeux sont fermés. Après le gouvernement du Québec, il y a le fédéral, mais le fédéral, il a encore les yeux fermés. Donc, le plus haut qui existe, c'est l'Organisation des Nations Unies, qui, aussi la Commission de coopération environnementale, peut, selon moi, avoir le plus de pouvoir sur ce cas.
So he says that in 2025, because of the bâillon, what's the bâillon he did?
Euh,
When they forced the law?
yeah,
Ex-
like,
Like 93.
It's the
like,
Bill 93 when they forced it on
Yes.
people like at midnight or something like that. And then there was a Blainville expropriation after that. He says that for me, it's not normal to have this kind of laws that force people to accept toxic waste like that. And with the documentary that was made by Radio-Canada, it helped him understand a bit more. And he says that also like government of Quebec has the eyes closed, the Canada government too has the eyes closed. They don't want to touch it. And then he says that the UN has more power, so that's why he wants to climb up to there.
And he also went to the environmental cooperation mechanism of the Treaty of Mexico, US, and Canada.
NAFTA?
Yeah, so-called, yeah.
Okay. All right, so how did you hear about this? Was it at the dinner table? Was it your mother and father talking about it? Did you hear about it in school, or did you just pick it up in your own research?
Donc,
Oui.
comment quand tu parlais de ça? C'était à la table avec tes parents qui mangeaient puis parlaient de ça, à l'école? Comment tu as su?
Bien, premièrement, je l'ai vu dans une revue des Curium en 2023. C'était lié avec le transport plus lié à la somme. Donc, le transport, on pourrait dire, par exemple, de bois, les accords économiques, mais il y avait une phase environnementale. Donc, c'est comme ça que j'ai entendu ça. Donc, et je sais tout le temps, quand il y a un truc au-dessus du fédéral, ils ont toujours plus de pouvoir, on pourrait dire, que le fédéral. Et l'Organisation des Nations Unies, c'est vu quand j'étais un peu plus jeune, je voulais travailler à New York aux Nations Unies.
Okay. So he said that he saw it in a magazine, Decorium, and it was linked to transport and economic agreements. But then it was also linked to environment. So that's when he saw this and he explained that he wanted to work at the the UN.
Yes.
Yeah, United Nations. And he was attracted to this by all of this.
Okay, so it's just your own research. Nobody
Yes.
told you about this?
Not really.
Wow, very good. This is really so it's your own concern for the environment.
Donc, c'est ta préoccupation à toi, que tu as toi pour l'environnement.
Bien, je dirais la préoccupation environnementale, oui, mais ça irait encore plus loin, ça irait pour la santé des citoyens et les générations futures, comme je l'ai répété à l'ONU, parce que moi, je suis une personne,
Oh
mais
no, is it us?
Oh, OK, ils vont revenir. Ça arrive des fois que l'Internet coupe un peu. On va
c'est
attendre.
bon.
Are you back, Longhouse? Longhouse?
I think so. That broke, or I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it froze a bit on your side, so we waited a few seconds.
Okay, sorry about that.
Just to repeat fast, he said that yes, but he understand it by himself, but it's a bit further than that. He says that it's for the citizen health and future generations that he does that. Tu peux continuer, William.
Parfait. Donc, justement, selon
Wow,
moi,
I really
dans le fond, justement, c'est pour le futur que, selon moi, on a le droit à un environnement sain. Donc, par exemple, moi, selon moi et d'autres jeunes de mon âge, on mérite tous d'être en santé à long terme et non juste prendre les priorités du gouvernement pour enfuir ses déchets, pour ensuite, ça soit nous qui lègue plus tard ces manquements. Parce que, mettons, lui, quand je vais être adulte, peut-être une personne âgée, lui, il va être décédé. Ben, possiblement, là, dans le sens, mais moi, je vais vivre sur qu'est-ce qui m'a fait à moi. Donc, c'est directement lié à moi et non à lui. Et par exemple, comme je me dis souvent, le gouvernement, il a bien beau être dans son bureau à l'air climatisé, mais c'est pas lui qui est sur le terrain. Puis, par exemple, qui voit le défrichement dont des citoyens bien pollués, on pourrait dire, là, avec bien la ville a s'auto-détruit, on pourrait dire, face à cette usine, je pourrais mentionner.
Okay. He says that it's for the future that as a young person, he has the right to a healthy environment. He has the young people deserve health. And when he will be adult, the people today that take these decisions will be probably dead. So he will live with these decisions that they made that it's not even linked to them because they won't be there to live it. And he talks about the fact that the government is like let's say a golden office, that they don't see the destructions. And he also mentioned that Blainville is self-destructing with these decisions.
Wow. Okay, I don't know if you've ever had any kind of experience with natives or any kind of education with natives, but everything that you're identifying, if you ever heard this, we identify within our nations that all of our decisions must be made with the next 7 generations in mind.
Donc, Stuart, je ne sais pas si tu as déjà eu un contact avec des Autochtones par le passé ou si tu as reçu des enseignements autochtones dans ta vie, mais tu as identifié exactement ce que les Autochtones disent, comment ils doivent se comporter à l'égard des prochaines générations, dans le sens que n'importe quelle décision qui se fait dans le présent doit prendre en considération au moins les 7 générations qui s'en viennent.
This means that right now, the destruction that you're seeing to the environment, that somebody in each generation for the last 7 generations at least participated in a destruction that they end up forcing you to have to deal with.
Donc, ça voudrait dire que pour que toi, tu te retrouves dans une situation comme dans laquelle tu es, ça veut dire que ces générations précédentes, il y a eu des décisions qui n'ont pas tenu en compte la situation des jeunes aujourd'hui.
First and foremost, what we have to accept is that this is a society of irresponsible adults.
Donc, ça nous indique qu'il s'agit d'une société d'adultes irresponsables.
It is not right, it is not proper that someone your age should have to be concerned with such things.
Parce que ce n'est pas du tout correct qu'un jeune de ton âge soit obligé de s'inquiéter de tout ce que tu es inquiet et comment tu agis pour ça.
Not to say that this is beyond your thinking, because I know when I was 12 years old, I was thinking about things bigger than what adults can imagine today.
Mais pas pour dire que tu n'as pas comme l'âge pour t'inquiéter des choses sérieuses, parce que moi, je me rappelle d'histoires de moi-même, quand j'étais jeune, à 12 ans, j'avais tellement de choses dans mon cerveau, je pensais à des choses d'adultes.
It's just that in life, what you're going to find out when you get older is that certain times of your life is there for certain experiences. When you're young, you're supposed to be young. You're not supposed to have your mind troubled with things that adults should be dealing with.
C'est juste que dans la vie, puis tu vas t'en rendre compte plus tard, dans la vie justement, on a des périodes dans nos tranches d'âge, dans notre vie, et en temps normaux, les jeunes, comme toi de ton âge, ne devraient pas s'inquiéter des grandes affaires comme toi tu fais.
So what's happening in the society is it's being turned backwards or upside down. The cart is being put before the horse.
Donc, ça veut dire qu'en ce moment, dans la société, c'est comme si le chariot se met avant le bœuf, et tout est comme à l'envers, là.
It's a terrible thing. There's an upheaval in all of society that adults are compelled to do certain things to put food on the table for their children. And the children then look at those things and can see that what they had to do to put food on the table was actually wrong, was destructive of the generations to come.
C'est comme si les adultes sont obligés à mettre de la nourriture sur la table, donc ils doivent faire des choses qui ne sont pas certainement pas correctes parfois, mais ils le font pour mettre de la nourriture sur la table. Et là, quand que les enfants se rendent compte de ce que les adultes font pour mettre cette nourriture dans la table, ben là, ils se rendent compte que peut-être les choses n'étaient pas correctes, mais après, ils font quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'ils peuvent faire pour sortir de ça?
Okay, but we know that we're here looking for solutions tonight.
Mais aujourd'hui, ici, on le sait, nous sommes là pour essayer de trouver des solutions ensemble.
So there's a lot of people who have come here tonight, experts in their field, but some just concerned, who have come to put their minds together.
Et donc, il y a plein de monde, des experts autour de la table qui sont ici pour justement mettre nos têtes ensemble.
So I will say to you right now, you will know right from the get-go that we offer our support to you to, in whatever capacity, in whatever level of court, to go in and to testify within the parameters of the Two Row Wampum peace treaty, to go into court and to testify on your behalf, on the behalf of the land. So you got our word right now that we are going to help you on that level.
Donc, est-ce qu'on peut déjà tout de suite s'engager auprès de toi? C'est qu'à n'importe quel cours dans lequel tu dois te pointer pour faire un argumentaire, nous pouvons être là comme des témoins en disant que nous t'appuyons sous le traité de paix du Wampum et du Voies, qui est justement en relation, avant tout, en relation à la protection de la terre, la responsabilité commune que nous avons de ça. Donc, ça, on peut te le dire tout de suite.
So we would have to, whoever the lawyers are, we would have to give them a little brief education as to the Two Row Wampum, its application, and align them with the official policy of truth and reconciliation.
Et par exemple, si jamais tu faisais affaire avec des avocats, ben, ça voudrait dire qu'à ce moment-là, il faudrait leur donner un peu d'enseignement justement sur c'est quoi le traité, comment il s'applique au niveau de la juridiction, de la jurisprudence, de toutes ces questions légales. Et ça voudrait dire en même temps qu'ils s'aligneraient avec la politique de vérité et réconciliation du gouvernement comme aidé.
And you also have, there's you said Curry is here. I don't know who's here, but the Kanien'kehá land defenders, the representatives from within there are on board also, but they're here. They'll be able to identify this to you also, that they're there 100% to support and in whatever capacity in court to testify from, again, within the Two Row Wampum application.
Et là, je vois pas trop bien c'est qui se trouve là, mais il y a Kerry aussi des Kanien'kehá Land Defenders. Donc lui aussi, il peut te le dire, il est en appui totalement, puis il peut être aussi un témoin légal dans la capacité de représentation du traité de paix du Wampum et du Voies.
Okay, so right now, let's get to these voices then. If somebody wants to ask you questions or whatever, Edith, I don't know who's here. If you could manage who's gonna.
Donc, ben, c'est sûr qu'on a d'autres invités. Donc, s'il y a quelqu'un qui voudrait avoir la parole, on sait qu'il y a Samuel et la famille Beauchamp. Il y a aussi Sandra Hould qui est là. Il y a Kerry. Bon, en fait, il y a aussi tous les membres de la KDT. Donc, s'il y a quelqu'un qui voudrait dire quoi que ce soit, vous pouvez lever votre main ou faire signe pour y aller. So I'm saying that we have Samuel and the Beauchamp family. We also have Sandra from the Citizens Committee of Blainville. We also have Kerry and the people of the coalition. We have Daniel, Sylvie, Pascal, Martin that are there. So if anybody wants to say something.
Okay, let me say right off the bat then, let's go to Daniel first. Daniel, if you can give your, what we all know anyways, your assessment about the water and about this specific thing in Blainville and Stablex.
Yes, thank you,
Donc, Daniel,
Stuart.
si tu veux y aller.
Thank you, Stuart.
Just gonna go.
We are engaged in helping William to document his case. Hopefully, it will go forward. We have a lot of work to do. We have to prove that the governments are not applying their laws to protect the environment. And we're going to have to help Kerry, I will have to help William to demonstrate that. Just to let you know that there's a lot of connections between what Kanien'kehá is living with Terre and what the people of Blainville are living with Stablex. We are talking about a company that is importing tons and tons of hazardous waste. They're not managing these hazardous waste well. They are polluting Williams town the same way that Terre is polluting the First Nation of Kanien'kehá. So there's a lot of connections there. And it's important that the people that are living with contamination, living with environmental injustice, work together and share experiences. And this is why it's a good thing that we're having this today, where people from across this land having to deal with environmental contamination can voice their opposition and help each other to try and fight the good fight. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, Daniel, we've already, if you've been with us, we've been talking about this issue for a while. Everybody has been fighting this for a while. So it does come down to what Daniel's identifying here, quite simply, of us coming together, because these fights have been happening. We know that Annick and Benoit have been fighting for what? How long we known them now? 3 years?
More than that.
3-4 years? More than that. 5
Depuis
years?
2007, on est impliqué dans le dossier. Since 2007, we've been in the files.
He's saying that they are addicts since 2007, but we don't know.
Since
Yeah,
2007.
but we are lagging again.
Okay, so this is,
Hang on, because they're not hearing.
What?
Okay,
what do you mean?
we are lagging. It's us are lagging.
So this is what Daniel identified. The importance of tonight is for us at the very least just to see each other, just to announce ourselves to each other, that we're all involved in the same thing, that somehow, some way, we're all going to be standing together. This is not something that we can just allow to continue to happen, and natives cannot stop this on our own. Non-natives, you cannot stop this on your own. So we have to come together in a way that is, well, we got to discover. We have to create this because it has never been created. It has never been, the two societies have never worked for the same reason, to save, to heal Mother Earth. So this is of the utmost importance. You know, we'll go for that, Daniel. Just one thing, I know that it's a simple thing for you, for us all to identify. The water. What about the water? What happens to the water if we don't stop this?
Well, what we're seeing, and we are talking about issues where some water intakes can be contaminated. That means that these chemicals that are mismanaged by our governments will end up in us. Often it goes directly in the water, in the air, but it ultimately ends up in us. And what is particularly concerning me, it ends up in our children. It ends up in the next generation. The next generation will pay with their health problems, even with fear. We talk a lot about eco-anxiety these days. I would not want to be a 14-year-old like William, and looking at the environmental destruction around us, he has to be very courageous to see that. He has to have a lot of resolve to fight it, but really has no choice because it's his life. And so, but it's also a burden. It is also a burden that us adults are given to the children, where they have to fight for their life. And as an elder, I consider myself, I'm a bit older than you, Stuart. I'm 71. Moving forward, it's also our responsibility, because we caused the problem, to help the young to fight this fight. And that's what I'm trying to do with William, is try to help him do the fight so we can protect his future.
Oh, very good. So for everybody to know that we caused this problem that young people such as William and my sons are being confronted with. We caused it by not preventing it. We allowed it. So if we don't take responsibility, if we don't do nothing, then we're taking away the childhood experience from our own children. We're not really raising children, we're raising adults You know, they're adults before we are. They're smarter than us. They're using common sense to say that we shouldn't be doing the things that we're doing, but we're still doing it. So it shows you that the elders here are the problem. We got to come together. We got to look at our young ones. When I see William, to me, William, because I'm a father. I got two boys. They're like 10 years older than you. But when I look at you, I remember when my kids were your age. And there's no way I would ever subject my children to things that, like, it would be my responsibility. All I got to do is just turn my back. And then I'm going to subject that to my children. No way. This is insane behavior. So adults must come together on this, and from all walks of life. We cannot allow your childhood, your young years, to be burdened with such things. Even though you're still going to think about these things, you know, we should not be putting these problems upon this generation. So yeah, and now we'll go, Daniel. I guess we're going to try to go around to everybody as fast as we can, and then from there, we'll see what comes out of there, what we extract. We're putting pressure, and there's coal there, and what the pressure is going to create is a diamond. So what we're going to get out of our conversation tonight is a diamond as to what we're all going to know, what we're going to do from here.
There is Sylvie that raised her hand. Donc, Sylvie, si tu as besoin de traduction, on est là.
Ah, Sylvie, ton microphone est fermé.
Excusez-moi. Je veux juste, en même temps, ce que je vais dire, ça va possiblement décourager un peu William, mais c'est pas ça que je veux du tout. Je veux au contraire donner de l'espoir parce que je vais avoir 70 ans cette année. Et quand j'ai eu 14 ans, comme William, j'ai commencé à m'inquiéter pour l'environnement. Sauf que, après, j'ai fait partie des groupes environnementaux quand j'ai eu à peu près une trentaine d'années, mais on n'était seulement que quelques-uns. On était même considérés comme des hurluberlus. Mais maintenant, ce qui est bien, William, tu as 14 ans, mais tu arrives à un moment où, regarde, on est ensemble ce soir, on est à une autre place complètement par rapport à l'environnement. Il y a énormément à faire, mais jamais, moi, à 14 ans, j'aurais pu m'introduire comme ça dans une discussion. Et c'est un peu ça que je voulais dire. Je sais pas si Angèle ou Edith, vous êtes bonnes pour traduire ça, pour que tout le monde puisse comprendre, en fait.
Yeah. Oui, on prend des notes. We're taking notes. So maybe it will discourage you a bit what I will say. It's not my goal, but William, when I was 14, I started to worrying about the environment too. But at the time, it was not the same as today. It was only a few that I could speak to, very few people. And now we are at a moment where we are somewhere else. There is a lot to do, of course, but never at 14 I could have had this kind of meeting that we have today. So it's different today, even though it's hard.
And especially with the First Nation also, I mean, it's great, it's powerful, you know.
Et spécifiquement avec les Premières Nations, là, c'est encore plus puissant.
So then, if this medium would have been available when you were 14, then I'm sure we could have been, imagine the ground we could have gained by now. Maybe someone at William's age would not even have to be thinking of these things.
Yeah.
Donc, si on avait moyen de communication quand tu avais 14 ans, Sylvie, peut-être on serait beaucoup plus avancé que William, il n'aurait pas à se retrouver à la place où il se trouve. Donc,
exactly.
Voilà.
I know that as we get older, especially for yourself as life givers, that the women have different feelings, different emotions. But as we get older, we all see our mortality, and we all see love the children, and we don't want any harm to come to them.
Exactly.
Then we got to act fast, because if you were going through this when you were 14, and now that you're 39, then you're
69.
that means that a lot of time has been wasted,
Yeah,
and we gotta act fast. We gotta pull a rabbit out of a hat. We cannot allow momentum to slow down.
exactly. Yeah.
Donc là, on a la responsabilité comme déclencher sur la pédale dans le sens qu'on a le momentum, puis vraiment à le prendre.
Exact.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep moving. Let's try to get to, I don't know who's next. You're gonna have to manage it.
On va continuer, puis on voit la famille Beauchamp-Annick est là, qui a levé sa main aussi, fait qu'on va leur donner la parole.
J'ai un problème avec...
Hey,
Bonjour, ça va bien? Merci
Hello,
pour votre
how are you?
Merci pour votre invitation. Là, j'ai pas l'écran. J'ai perdu l'image, que je ne sais pas si vous me voyez bien. Ben, c'est ça. Je suis contente de voir là, que les gens sont là pour Stablex. Je veux juste dire aussi que moi, j'avais déjà alerté l'ONU en 2022 sur le dossier de Stablex, l'ONU de Montréal. Après que Richard Desjardins avait alerté aussi de ce qui se passait ici au Québec. J'avais discuté avec Action Boréal et on m'avait donné un numéro pour rejoindre l'ONU où j'ai envoyé des documents avec des vidéos puis expliquer ce qui se passait ici au Québec. Que déjà en 2022, j'ai alerté moi l'ONU. Que c'est important aussi de voir. Moi, ce que je veux juste conseiller que ça fait quand même depuis 2007 à aujourd'hui. Nous, on se bat contre le gros système qui est le système de la justice. Puis, chaque personne qui va faire que ce soit dans le dossier de Stablex, là, pour la Tourbière de Blainville, ça fait depuis 2007, moi je suis dans le dossier, là, que j'essaie de sonner l'alarme, qu'on s'est fait quand même assez... ce qu'ils nous ont fait vivre est inacceptable. Excusez.
Traduire en attendant, Annick. Thank you for the invitation. I'm sorry, I lost the screen, so I don't know if you see me well. Oui, on te voit bien, Annick. I'm happy to see that people are there to speak about this. Just as a note, I already alerted the UN in 2022 after Richard Desjardins and the Action Boréale. He's a singer. And he gave me a number and a way to reach them. So I sent the documents and videos to them. And it's something that's really important to see. We are fighting against the justice system since 2007. It's since then I'm alerting everybody about that. And what they made us live is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Vas-y, Annick.
Pour continuer, ben c'est ça. C'est sûr que ça vient chercher beaucoup, là, parce que nous, on connaît quand même le système, que je veux juste vous dire que continuez. Faut pas lâcher, fiez-vous pas sur le gouvernement de la CAQ ou ce qui se passe là. Ça, c'est vraiment, moi, je sais ce qui se passe au niveau du système, aussi de nos institutions. Je peux vous dire qu'ils ne respectent pas leur rôle et mandat de protection du public, que c'est à nous, les citoyens, c'est à nous, à toutes les organisations qui s'occupent de protéger l'environnement. Ça, c'est très important qu'ils se mettent tous ensemble. Parce que si on veut changer les choses, c'est seulement nous qui va être capables de le faire. Il ne faut pas avoir peur de poser des questions. Je vous le dis, exiger que vos institutions respectent leur rôle et mandat, protection du public, parce que si vous n'avez pas le système de la justice, vous n'aurez jamais de protection de l'environnement. Donc, il faut quand même mettre ces gens-là au pied du mur puis exiger qu'ils ont des responsabilités en tant que ce soit politiciens parce qu'ils prennent des décisions, ils parlent pour nous. Puis même si ce qui s'est passé avec le bâillon ainsi que la loi 93, écoutez, faut jouer... faut arrêter quand même de jouer à l'hypocrisie, là. Le système à Blainville est main dans la main avec Stablex depuis 83 jusqu'à aujourd'hui, que c'est pas eux qui vont protéger les citoyens de Blainville, à part de vouloir montrer qui font quelque chose au bout de la ligne, ils vont juste protéger cette entreprise-là, que protéger la Tourbière de Blainville. C'est tout ce que je vous dis, là. C'est un écosystème qui est presque 6000 ans. Si vous allez sur le site de Blainville, c'est vraiment presque 6000 ans qu'on ne peut pas laisser détruire un écosystème parce que Stablex, lui, va continuer à faire des cellules tant aussi longtemps que la tourbière ne sera pas détruite. Ça, j'en suis convaincue. Puis c'est pour ça qu'il faut faire quelque chose avant qu'il soit trop tard. Je vous sonne l'alarme, puis il est très rouge. Je le connais, le système. Puis je connais aussi le côté sombre de tout ce système-là. Puis si on est au front, c'est pour essayer aussi d'avoir un système de justice sain pour protéger nos enfants, nos générations futures. Parce que les enfants, ben, c'est pas tout le monde qui est capable d'être là pour pouvoir se protéger. Puis les générations futures ne sont pas là pour se défendre. C'est bien, bien important. Ça, je vous le dis, là, sinon on s'en va dans le mur. Tout simplement. Merci.
Je vais laisser traduire, puis après ça, je voudrais passer un commentaire.
Okay, so obviously it's a lot to discuss, and I just want to say that, yeah, stay strong and continue on this path. I know what is happening in the system and with the CAC and everything. Don't trust them. They don't do their job to protect the people. We have to get together to do this job, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Demand that they respect their obligation and laws, and put their back on the wall, because they speak for us. And what happened with the Forced Bill 93, we have to stop this, and we have to stop being hypocrite, because they are hand in hand with Stablex and the government together. They only protect Stablex instead of the wetlands and the territory. It's almost 16 years old, these wetlands. If you go on the website, you will see the history of the wetlands. We cannot destroy this. And if we don't stop, Stablex will continue to create new cells until it is destroyed. Because if we don't destroy their waste business, they will continue. So I'm alerting you today. I know that how the system doesn't work, and we need to protect the future generation, because for now they are not there to defend themselves. They are not there yet. So if we don't do anything, we know it will happen.
I'd like to address that just a little bit there, to identify that these are ugly truths. It's something that everybody in society knows about the corruption of the system, the way that it works, that it's not a government there for the people. It's a government there to manage business where the people are workers for.
Donc ça, c'est vraiment des réalités, des vérités très laides qu'on aimerait comme peut-être pas entendre, mais la vérité, c'est que le gouvernement, on voudrait bien qu'il soit pour le peuple, par le peuple, du peuple, mais en réalité, ils sont là comme des gestionnaires qui vont tout simplement administrer des affaires des compagnies.
So if you were wrestling somebody and you're thinking that they have a certain technique or certain move,
Et admettons, là, si on était dans une espèce de match de, comment on appelle ça, là, wrestling,
La lutte.
De boxe, lutte libre. Et là, tu penses que tu sais comment que la technique, tu sais, pour faire que l'autre fasse un mouvement, genre.
but if your perception of it was wrong and thinking that, well, I'm going to hold their hands when their real weapons are their feet, then where you're focusing isn't going to do any good. And we're going to end up getting hit by someplace else that we're not even prepared for.
Donc, admettons, si tu penses que ces mouvements sont dans les mains, ben là, tu vas le poigner par les mains, mais peut-être c'était ça le truc pour te faire te distraire, de ne pas regarder ses pieds. À ce moment-là, il va commencer à utiliser les pieds. Et donc, il va te donner des coups et tu t'aperçois même pas. Et donc, c'est là qu'on doit vraiment être attentif à tout l'ensemble de ce qui se passe pour ne pas se faire distraire par quelque chose qu'on pense que c'est.
So this is the first thing that we must understand and accept, and then learn how to navigate around, that the government is not there for the people. It's not there to protect the people. It's there quite simply for economics.
Donc, ça, c'est une des premières vérités qu'on devrait accepter ensemble afin de pouvoir vraiment faire en vérité à la chose. C'est que le gouvernement n'est pas là pour protéger les gens, mais que le gouvernement est là pour faire des affaires. Il est là pour des affaires économiques.
Just so that we can have a realistic approach in what we're all doing.
Et comme ça, si on a cette base de compréhension entre nous, on peut avoir une approche réaliste à ce que nous sommes en train de faire.
Yeah, okay.
Donc, Samuel, tu voulais dire de quoi?
Oui, je voulais m'adresser à William. Là, présentement, j'ai pas venu à voir la diffusion en direct à côté sur Facebook. Je peux rien voir l'écran. Ce que je voulais savoir, c'est que présentement, tu travailles sur une nouvelle version de la plainte pour la commission de la coopération de l'environnement, je me trompe pas.
Exactement.
Mais ça. Donc, étant donné qu'il faut signaler, à vrai dire, un mauvais traitement du dossier, moi, j'ai trois choses qui pourraient t'informer, qui pourraient te plaire.
Oui.
La première, c'est que j'avais regardé sur les autorisations sur les travaux pour en milieu humide sur le Stablex. Et ce que j'ai marqué, c'est que dès que l'imposition de la loi en 1990 jusqu'en 2016, pas 2016, excusez-moi, en 2024, Stablex n'a jamais obtenu d'autorisation pour faire des travaux en milieu humide, là sur même. Ils ont passé toutes ces années-là, alors qu'ils avaient une obligation de le faire, sans même obtenir cette autorisation. La position du ministère de l'Environnement à cet égard-là, c'est qu'est-ce qu'ils ont dit à un journaliste, c'est qu'ils auraient eu l'autorisation dans un décret, à l'époque, à son même, en 1981 ou 83, de le faire, ce qui est légalement impossible étant donné que l'application commence en 90 et que la possibilité de délivrer par un décret ne pouvait pas se faire avant 2018. Puis là, on parle directement de cas qui sont faciles à débattre. Le deuxième point que je voulais emmener aussi là-dessus, même, c'est que j'ai regardé aussi les déclarations sur les sols reçus par Stablex, soit les nombres de déchets dangereux. Et ce que j'ai marqué, c'est que dans l'intervalle de 4 mois, ils ont donné des résultats complètement différents à différentes institutions et à différents moments de la lacune pour les sols qu'ils auraient reçus dans les mêmes périodes de temps. Ce qui est déjà un problème au niveau du ministère de l'Environnement qui n'a pas vérifié. La troisième chose, c'est que notre famille, nous, on a su pour Stablex ce qui s'est produit, c'est parce qu'à l'époque, Stablex voulait faire déporter des sols là, sur un ancien dépotoir situé à Blainville, un petit peu plus au nord que la cellule 6. Ce dépotoir-là, qui appartient présentement à Bailliage-Blainville. Le projet consistait finalement d'apporter ces sols à travers le bois, passer dans une zone humide et d'aller déverser ça une montagne environ 30 pieds de haut, 10 mètres selon le ministère de l'Environnement. Nous autres, c'est 33 pieds qu'on avait calculé. Ce projet-là aurait libéré des contaminants dans la nature de façon évidente. Même, ça aurait écrasé le dépotoir puis ça aurait tout libéré. Et ce qui s'est produit, c'est que les travaux ont été tentés d'être faits en égalité. Le ministère de l'Environnement avait prévenu en 2018 que ce projet était un risque évident pour l'environnement. La ville faisait partie de la demande avec Stablex et avec Bailliage-Blainville. Eux autres, au lieu d'obtenir une autorisation qui, selon un avis technique, n'aurait pas été délivrée, même, ils ont plutôt travaillé de façon à faire produire le projet. Dans l'entente de principe, tu en as probablement entendu parler en 2020.
Samuel?
Laissez traduire.
Ouais, ça va un peu vite, puis j'ai manqué des grands bouts à cause ça va un peu vite, puis c'est technique. Ouais, je vais traduire le premier bout, puis s'il en manque, tu rajoutes, OK?
Parfait. Merci.
So he says that I want to address something to you, William, is that you asked him a question if he's working on a new version for the Coalition for the Environment, and then William said yes. So we have to signal bad treatment, and he says there's 3 points to address. The first is that supposedly Stablex received an authorization to work in the wetlands, and I don't remember the name date. T'as donné des dates, Samuel, mais c'est allé vite.
En fait, Stablex n'a jamais reçu d'autorisation pour faire des travaux en milieu humide, une obligation en vertu de l'article de 22 de 1990 jusqu'à 2026.
Okay, so they never received the authorization to do the work in wetlands, and it's according to Article 22 between 1990 and 2016. So they never got this permission to work in wetlands. And the position of the government on this is that they would have had the authorization in like 81 or 83 to do it supposedly, but it cannot be true because the possibility to do it was only since 2018. So it's impossible that they receive it prior to that. And after that, he talked about the fact that they gave different results to different people in 4 months about soil that they got there. And also explaining that Stablex wanted to transfer soil from one place to the other, but they wanted to go through wetlands, forests, etc., and it would have freed contaminants in the environment. Et c'est à partir de là que je t'ai manqué, Samuel.
C'est un bon résumé. Merci, Angèle.
OK.
Donc, pour reprendre, le projet en question, nous avons rencontré beaucoup de membres du gouvernement. Ma mère a d'ailleurs rencontré Benoît Charette, l'ancien ministre de l'Environnement, lors d'une rencontre, et ils ont empêché qu'il pose des questions. Et lorsque ma mère a voulu pas s'adresser directement au ministre, un de ses attachés est venu directement lui dire « Ici, c'est pas ici qu'on va parler de cela. »
So at the time, like I said, we didn't have all the info, so that's when Balayage Blainville got the permission to pass, and then Stablex learned about it.
And then
Like
it was
Samuel.
it was around 2011 or 2014 that he heard the first time the name of the Stablex in court. So it will be depending on when exactly the fight started, but it's all of those time frames.
Wow. So you basically grew up in this. This was your life.
Donc, t'as grandi dans ça, ça a été ta vie, ça.
Absolument. Ça a été ma vie, puis c'était aussi la vie de mes parents pour une grande partie de leur vie.
It was my life, and it was also the life of my parents for a big chunk of theirs.
Yeah. I understand how taxing that could be on an individual and a family.
Et je comprends là tout ce que ça peut prendre d'un individu, d'une famille, au niveau de l'énergie, au niveau de tout pour faire ça.
Samuel, as you know, you observed your mother and father as they were stressed out because of all of this stuff that was happening.
Et toi, Sam, tu as vu tes parents être stressés à cause de tout ce qui tombait sur eux.
And they observed you as you were stressed out through all of this also.
Et ils t'ont vu toi aussi, là, comment que tu réagissais à tout ce stress-là. Tu étais stressé pareil, là.
So, William, think about this as like the Titanic that's sinking.
Donc, William, si tu peux penser à tout ceci comme une espèce de Titanic qui est en train de couler, là.
The people on board know that the captain caused the accident to happen.
Donc, tous les gens qui sont à bord savent très bien que c'est le capitaine qui a fait le défaut pour que ça arrive, là.
It could have been avoided.
Ça aurait pu être évité, là.
But now, all the people on board the Titanic have to do something about the ship that they're on to prevent it from sinking.
Mais maintenant, c'est tout le monde à bord qui doit faire de quoi pour éviter que la navire s'écoule complètement.
So you think of Samuel and his family. They're like the divers that went underneath the water to go and look at this hole in the Titanic to try to figure out what they're going to do to stop the ship from sinking.
Donc, si tu penses à la famille Beauchamp, comme cette famille-là qui est allée plonger là, en dessous là, pour voir le trou là, qui avait créé la source d'entrée d'eau là, et qui sont allés pour essayer de la réparer. Là.
So you have to learn from the ones that were there before you.
Donc, c'est à toi. Oops, I think our connection is. Donc, c'est à toi d'apprendre de celles et ceux qui étaient là avant toi. Je suis pas sûre si on nous entend encore.
Oui,
There's
oui.
a lot that you can learn from Samuel. There's a lot that you can learn from Samuel because he grew up through this also.
Donc, il y a beaucoup que tu peux apprendre directement de Samuel parce qu'il a grandi sa vie avec tout ça.
And we don't want you to like just come on the scene and to maybe just go and try to do the same thing that he did, like try to reinvent the wheel. You must learn and work from the gains that were made from the previous generation.
Et on ne veut pas que tu arrives dans tout ça puis que tu essaies comme plein de choses que peut-être ont déjà été essayées ou qui ont déjà été faites. Donc, voici l'opportunité justement pour apprendre d'autres qui ont été déjà là avant toi pour t'épauler, pour t'accompagner, pour t'aider dans tout ce que tu es en train de faire maintenant.
When we know of the story that happened to Samuel's family, to Annick Benoit, to his mother and father, to all of them, how the system attacked them, they were basically sacrificed. They sacrificed themselves. And this should not go unnoticed. It should be respected and learned from every step that they took, what they learned from.
Et comme on sait, la famille Beauchamp, les parents Samuel ont été vraiment comme les pionniers dans tout ça, donc ils ont été les sonneurs d'alerte, donc c'est vraiment comme, ils ont sacrifié leur vie là, pour tout ça, là, et ça ne devrait pas être comme ça.
Okay, so let's try to keep moving, try to get everybody as much as possible.
Donc on va continuer. Kerry already raised his hand.
Okay, let's go to Curry.
Sego Guego, Kahirodo Yujats, Keridaibo.
It's gonna go.
Just like this young fella here sitting in front of us, William, and I've been taking it from what I'm hearing, everybody else that's in attendance, we kind of were born into this contamination fight.
Il dit, je te regarde, tu sais, je regarde tous les gens qui sont ici, puis je te regarde William, puis il dit, dans le fond, il dit, on est un peu, on a un peu tous grandi dans ce genre de pollution environnementale.
I was about your age too, even younger. I had a lot of same concerns. My father used to send us out, and some of the older elders in the area to go look for pipes in the ground. You know, we're around the quarry where people were most likely were dumping. We used to find things in our swamps and all kind of substances, and it was real. That was our reality. You know, as a young person.
J'ai eu les mêmes
Puis-
inquiétudes que toi. J'étais un petit peu plus jeune, même, dans le fond, quand tu sais, quand on voyait mon père en parler, mais les aînés aussi qui regardaient justement dans les environs, dans les swamps, dans la carrière, tout ça, où tu sais, tout le monde dompait n'importe quoi, là. Fait que.
I would have to say to you is don't lose your spirit. Stay with this. The world needs people like us. When you play with your friends, you go into the swamps, you find anything, you see anything, don't touch it, don't play with it. You have a phone, take a picture, drop a pin and send it to us. You know, better safe than sorry. You're a young fella. You know, you don't need to be getting yourself sick, you know, to be curious. You have to protect yourself. I know where you're coming from when you see things that are not supposed to be there. So you know, we'll help you out as much as you can, and it's a serious game, and you're gonna have to play this one safe. So take care and stay strong, brother. On y va.
Ça, ce que je veux te dire, c'est perds pas ta force, c'est ton esprit. Les gens, le monde a besoin de gens comme nous. Si tu joues avec tes amis, exemple, puis tu vois quelque chose, touche-y pas, prends une photo, pin-le sur ton téléphone, envoie-le nous. Ne vous rendez pas malade à cause de ça, à être curieux, tout ça. Protégez-vous là-dedans. Je sais que, tu sais, souvent on va arriver avec la curiosité, mais c'est un jeu sérieux, puis tu dois le jouer safe. Fait que prends soin de toi et reste fort.
So William, you got the Kanien'kehá land defender standing with you.
Donc, t'as les Kanien'kehá, les défenseurs de la terre Kanien'kehá derrière toi, à côté de toi, William.
All the advancements they've made over the past few years have given them a unique expertise.
Et tous les avancées qu'ils ont faites au cours des dernières années là, leur donnent une expertise vraiment très pointue et spécifique là.
And they also, like myself, will take that expertise into any level of court to assist you, to help you.
Et comme moi-même là, ils vont prendre toute cette expérience qu'ils ont accumulée au fil des années à la cour pour en témoigner à ta faveur.
Okay, so let's keep going.
Donc, on va continuer. I don't think I see any other hands. Je ne vois pas aucune.
Non. Nobody
Okay.
else raised their hand for now.
If nobody else has their hand up to address anything on this issue, like to even just to identify their support, we'll give everybody a last moment here to be able to address. Somebody got
Marie-Claude is there and raised her hand.
Okay.
Kanien'kehá. I am Marie-Claude, the great-granddaughter of Marie-Louise, the granddaughter of Yvette, and the daughter of Francine. And I'm here in support of the Two Row Wampum and the Longhouse. I don't know if the Longhouse wants me to translate or if you want to translate, Angèle, or...
It's always better if somebody else translates. If you don't
Okay.
translate.
Donc, Marie-Claude se présente de façon matrilinéaire et elle explique qu'elle est là en allié de la Maison Longue et des défenseurs de la Terre, des Land Defenders.
I'm so honored to be here and to see so many amazing people sharing their courage, really. And I really want to acknowledge you, William, for your strength. You're a beautiful, strong young man, and you're inspiring a lot of people.
Je suis honorée d'être ici et de voir autant de gens comme des gens merveilleux comme vous. Et William, je te reconnais pour ta force. C'est très inspirant de te voir.
And I want to share with you that I have been exposed to absolutely life-altering, positive teachings from the Longhouse that is leading this circle tonight.
Et je veux partager avec vous le fait que j'ai été exposée aux enseignements des Autochtones, ça a changé ma vie.
The level you're at, yes, a lot of eyes are turning on you, and a lot of people will want your attention.
Et au niveau où tu es, les yeux sont effectivement tournés sur toi. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui vont vouloir ton attention.
And I think the most important thing I want to share with you is to stay very close to the Longhouse, because they represent the true identity of the land, and they have proven for thousands of years that they know how to live in balance in the land, on the land.
Et ce que je trouve le plus important à vous dire aujourd'hui, c'est de rester proche de la Maison Longue parce que ce sont le représentant de la vraie identité de la Terre et ils savent exactement comment vivre en équilibre avec elle. Ils vivaient en équilibre avec elle.
And that will give you the support of the original people throughout the world, because the story they have to say is the story of original people everywhere. They've been attacked for them to get to the land that you are defending.
Donc, c'est pour... ils vont te donner le support. Tu vas avoir le support des peuples originaires du monde au complet avec ça. Et l'histoire qu'ils ont à dire, c'est l'histoire de tous les peuples originaires. Ils ont été attaqués pour avoir la terre que tu es en train de défendre en ce moment.
Il n'y a aucune maison qui peut se bâtir avec des fondations pas fortes. Puis ici, au Québec, il y a beaucoup de travail à faire en réconciliation réelle avec les Autochtones.
So there's no house that can be built on a weak foundation. So here, there's a lot of work that needs to be done for truth and reconciliation.
Le wampum à deux voix auquel tu es invité à t'aligner à, c'est l'outil le plus puissant politique que tu pourras plus jamais accéder.
So the Two Row Wampum that you're invited to align with here is the most powerful tool that you can use politically.
Ça fait 6 ans que je suis impliquée dans un procès avec la Maison Longue en défense de leurs droits ancestraux. Puis on est présentement à la Cour suprême du Canada et on établit une jurisprudence pour justement montrer que c'est un racisme systémique génocidaire.
It's been 6 years that I'm implicated in a court case with the Longhouse, and we are now at the Supreme Court level. And we are creating jurisprudence there to show that it is systemic racism, genocidal.
Puis en terminant, aie jamais peur de dire la vérité comme tu le dis. C'est ça ton plus gros pouvoir. Puis si je peux être en support de autant que je peux à travers la guidance de la Maison Longue, ben je suis là à 100%. Puis merci, William.
So don't be afraid to tell the truth, and if I can support through the Longhouse guidance, I'm there.
And also, William, there's something that Marie-Claude forgot, that where she lives, the river that's there, what river is that? Is it the Chaudière or something?
It's la Rivière Etchemin à Saint-Henri-de-Lévis. C'est dans
Etchemin River in Saint-Henri-Lévis. Sorry.
C'est dans Chaudière-Appalaches, sur la rive sud de Québec.
On the south shore of Quebec in the region called Chaudière-Appalaches.
Puis ça, c'est un gros enjeu aussi, là. Je te dis vraiment en résumé qu'est-ce que c'est, là. Mais les soi-disant usines de filtration des eaux usées, c'est toute une histoire pour endormir le monde, pour pouvoir taxer les gens. Parce qu'en fait, la résultante, c'est qu'avec tous les produits pharmaceutiques et chimiques qui existent dans les eaux, Si on envoie ça dans une usine de filtration, ça va certainement pas filtrer les eaux. Il y a tellement de dossiers que je suis certaine que la Maison Longue va pouvoir te donner, comme les arguments les plus forts que toi, tu vas pouvoir élever ta voix, avec la pureté de ton geste.
Just to make a quick summary, it's a great question that we discuss here because in Saint-Henri there's a filtration plant that is about to be built, and they use it to tax people because when you look at it with all the hormones and contamination of the water, the result of it is that they don't filter everything and it goes back into the water. So these arguments that you can use it to your case.
And if I may also talk about one issue that practically no one knows about is the whole agenda of space colonization, that it's an absolute nonsense.
Et si je peux aussi parler d'un enjeu que presque personne connaît, c'est la colonisation de l'espace qui se passe en ce moment.
Tous les vaisseaux spatiaux, ils laissent des trous dans la couche d'ozone, étant donné tout le chimique qui rentre. Puis les influenceurs de climat, ils sont situés là, imagine. Fait que ils font des trous. Puis en plus, tout ce qui va aller en espace va retomber. 40% survit la réentrée dans notre atmosphère. Fait que c'est vraiment un gros dossier aussi qui pourrait t'appuyer, je suis certaine, dans ce que tu veux accomplir.
C'est 40% de quoi qui survit le réentrage?
Tout ce qui tous les satellites qui réentrent ou tous les vaisseaux qui sortent, mettons, de notre atmosphère, va retomber, c'est certain. Puis il y en a 40%, c'est certain, qui survit.
Qui se rendent, dans le fond, sur la Terre.
Qui tombent partout dans les océans et sur la Terre et sur nos têtes.
Okay, perfect. So all the shuttles and like everything that they send, satellites and everything, it creates hole in the ozone layers. And it is where the climate influencers are in this part of the ozone layers. So that's pretty destroying everything. And there's an important fact that needs to be retained by everyone is that when they shoot something there, there's 40% of it that will come back and will survive, like let's say destroy and get to the earth, the waters, and on people even.
And he is located in a native territory, launching that days and night on a protected area, highly protected, with a bunch of just there, living there, these species. So there's a lot of things. And I just want to say a big thank you, because I could talk to you for like 3 hours in a row, but like, I know you have you have other things to do, but I thank you very much, everyone, for participating in this Zoom too.
C'est situé sur, présentement, de où il envoie les fusées, c'est situé sur un territoire autochtone qui est supposément protégé. Donc, c'est encore pire. Fait que je remercie tout le monde d'être là. Je pourrais parler pendant 3 heures, mais là, il faut se limiter. Donc, je remercie tout le monde de me donner la chance de pouvoir être dans le Zoom.
Okay, William, just so that you know also that there's other people that we invited to tonight that couldn't make it, but there's a group, our friends within the turtle sanctuary in Laval. They're in Laval, right?
C'est le parc de la rivière de Mille-Îles.
So they said, I don't know how's. They said that they are willing to offer their professional expertise, their testimony in court in your case pertaining to, the wetlands, turtles, and how it's going to affect everything.
Yeah, so the director said that she will be more than happy to answer any question if you want to approach her. Donc, on a contacté aussi nos amis de la rivière de Mille-Îles, du parc naturel, qui ont d'ailleurs un hôpital pour les tortues. Et donc, la directrice est biologiste, et donc elle a dit qu'elle connaît ton cas, William, qu'elle est très sensible parce que d'ailleurs, elle habite aussi à Blainville. Donc, si tu avais des questions à lui poser, elle se ferait de son mieux pour pouvoir t'aider dans le dossier également.
And we also have friends within the Canopy organization, which is also in Laval. They're a tree planting organization who said that they'd be willing to assist you also to testify, offer their expertise in court also to testify.
Et nous avons aussi des amis à Canopée, qui est une autre organisation environnementale à Laval également. Donc, eux aussi, ils pourraient être une ressource là, si jamais tu as besoin d'appui, mettons, d'organismes environnementaux autres, etc.
Some others also couldn't make it.
Because waters don't have borders, so if it's contaminated, it goes everywhere. Natives are there. Don't be worried. They are there with us, and we need to fight against the system. We are here to protect the children and future generation, and I will fight this until the end. If we don't keep people from contaminating the water, it will continue to be contaminated. So we have to continue to fight with our allies. It is how we will fight against the system. And you have the right to live in a sane and a healthy environment. So continue to fight. I support you.
Dossier. In our language, dossier means everything that the person said, I support that 100%.
Dans ma langue, ça veut dire dossier et tout ce que la personne a dit, je l'appuie à 100%.
Okay, so William, I'm sure that maybe you're hearing some things tonight that maybe you haven't heard, you know, in the past. Clearly, we're not trying to sugarcoat anything. I mean, the testimony that you just heard from Annick about what almost happened in her family. This is an ugly truth, but it is something that the pressure from the system causes upon the society.
Donc, William, peut-être tu as déjà entendu des choses que tu n'avais pas entendues auparavant. Et ben, comme tu le vois, on ne va pas comme amincir les coups dans le sens que les vérités sont ça. Et le témoignage qu'on vient d'entendre d'Annick de ce qui a failli arriver dans sa famille, ben, c'est ça le résultat d'être isolé, de comment on va mettre de la pression pour faire que les gens explosent. Donc, c'est là l'importance de ce qu'on fait à venir ensemble.
Okay, so William, we understand all the stuff that you're addressing. This is big stuff, and it's hard. It's hard things to adjust when you're young. It shouldn't be.
Et donc, nous comprenons la taille des choses que tu abordes et surtout que tu es un jeune, que ce ne serait pas toi qui devrais les mener de front.
And this is something that you might not understand right now, that everybody who's older than you and looking at what you're doing is all empathizing. They're all concerned. They don't want you to be beaten down. They want you to stay strong.
Et c'est peut-être quelque chose que tu vas comprendre plus tard, mais tous les gens qui sont plus âgés que toi, là, te regardent, là, puis ils veulent comme te protéger, te coucouner, dans le sens qu'ils ne voudraient pas que tu te fasses comme, descendre,
So even though all of this important stuff is on your mind, do not forget that you are still a young man and you have to live that young man's life.
Et donc, peu importe tout ce qui est autour de toi, toute cette pression-là que tu ressens, là, souviens-toi toujours que tu es encore un jeune homme, que tu es un jeune garçon et que tu as le droit de t'amuser, de vivre ta vie de jeune garçon, justement.
So live it to its fullest, enjoy it. And while you are carrying out your responsibilities, you will be balanced, where everybody else in society is just doing one thing. They're destroying, they're not doing anything to try to heal or to try to correct. You are walking in balance in this world. And it's just amazing to see a young man walking this path.
Donc, vis ta vie, vis la tendresse, l'amour de tes proches, vis avec du fun. Puis quand que tu fais toutes ces choses, en plus du travail que tu fais pour l'environnement, mais tu vas être une personne équilibrée qui fait des bonnes choses comparativement à quelqu'un qui est comme insouciant et qui fait de la destruction aveugle.
So we're going to let you do that young man stuff. We're going to let you go and do that young man stuff right now. So if there's any final closing statements on anything that you want to make, maybe you want to address bits and pieces of what everybody said, or just a statement from your heart, and then we'll close off with
On
tonight.
va te laisser aller justement faire ta vie de jeune homme. Donc, si tu as des mots à final à dire, des choses qui t'ont accroché ou juste une affirmation de ton cœur, n'importe quoi que tu veux dire, vas-y.
Bien, c'est vraiment, je pensais pas que ça allait, ce dossier, comme, à toucher à des familles, bien sûr, à ce point-là. Je sais que ça impacte beaucoup de personnes, mais je m'attendais jamais qu'une usine pourrait, comment dire, c'est dur à dire, là, mais dans le sens, être autant dévastatrice, ouais. Donc, dans le sens, selon moi, on, il y a des choses que le fédéral est obligé d'améliorer, vu, à un moment donné, ça va, le fardeau qu'il laisse, ça va aller sur, bien, ma lignée, on pourrait dire, et les prochaines. Donc, selon moi, il doit agir parce que, en tant que ministre fédéral, donc du Canada, c'est son but à lui que les citoyens soient libres et qui ont le droit à leur environnement sain, justement.
I didn't think I was touching at this point like all these people, so I didn't expect that an industry could be that destroying either. It's something that I didn't think it could happen. So and about the government, there is things that they are forced to improve that they should act on it. And as a federal minister, their goal should be to protect people, so they should act on it.
Very good. Very good. Okay, William, everything will be conveyed via email. We're going to keep up the communication. The moment that any of us gets a little bit of new information, we're going to share it with you right away.
Et donc, on peut évidemment garder une voie de communication ouverte. On peut continuer à communiquer par courrier électronique. Et dès qu'il y a une nouvelle information, bien, on va la partager les uns aux autres.
And we'll just say to you, everybody who spoke here tonight, the different levels of expertise, even those of us who don't have education, we have expertise in certain fields. We come together as a team. We are now functioning as a team together to protect Mother Earth.
Et toutes les personnes qui ont parlé ce soir, même ceux qui n'ont pas d'éducation, il y a tout un degré d'expertise, d'expérience qui s'est bâti. Donc, tu as accès à tout ça et maintenant, on commence à fonctionner comme une cellule qui peut communiquer, qui peut agir.
So a final assessment also, you know, you can rest assured that when the time comes at whatever level of court, of course, you got Daniel, you have the Kanien'kehá land defenders, you have myself, you have everyone else who's gathered here who are willing to support one way or another. We will all be there in the court proceedings to assist.
Et donc, pour n'importe quelle assistance, juste pour réitérer que tu as l'aide du Total du Wampum du Voies, de la Maison Longue, de Daniel, des défenseurs de la Terre, Kanien'kehá, de tous les gens qui sont réunis ici et que tout le monde est à côté de toi.
We're going to create a spectacle outside of the courtroom.
Et on va créer vraiment toute une mouvance en dehors de cours.
It's going to be a big flash and pizzazz for the media to take note of.
Afin que les médias s'en rendent compte aussi.
That they'll see that native and non-native people working together to protect and defend the land in a way that hasn't been done before. This is actually marking a new point in our relations.
Et qui voient que les non-autochtones et les autochtones travaillent ensemble pour défendre la terre d'une façon qui n'a pas été faite au préalable. Donc, ça va marquer aussi un nouveau point de départ pour nous tous ensemble.
Okay, so in the communications, we're going to send you all the information about this Sunday, if you can make it. If there's somebody, if you can, this is where we'll solidify our Two Row Wampum relationship together, the whole team together in ceremony.
Et donc, dimanche, on va t'envoyer les informations si jamais tu peux venir et comme ça, on va consolider le travail selon les protocoles du Wampum du Voies.
But if it can't happen this Sunday, we have a lot of time to do this. We will, regardless, at some point, officiate our team relationship.
Mais si ça ne fonctionne pas pour toi ce dimanche, n'inquiète-toi pas, là, il y aura plein de temps là, pour qu'on puisse justement officialiser comme cette équipe de travail.
Okay, so William, we applaud you. Everybody respects what you are doing. Don't feel like it's so much that you got to live up to this, that we know that you're still a young man. We know that you're going to be playing around and doing this and that. We know that you also have your serious side. So we all know how we are going to work together and what our relationship will be. So just continue to be strong, man. You are a strong young man, and we are all proud of the actions you are taking.
Et donc, ben, continue à t'amuser comme ce jeune homme que t'es, et on sait que tu as des côtés sérieux, donc à équilibrer tout ça, et dans tout ça, reste fort, et on est vraiment fiers de toi, là, t'es un beau jeune homme digne d'inspiration.
Okay, so now we'll go, William. We know that it takes a lot out of your time. Maybe you got to go visit your girlfriend or something tonight. Who knows? So we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here with
On
us.
a déjà pris beaucoup de ton temps, donc si jamais tu as visité, je sais pas moi, ta petite copine, tes amis, je sais pas moi, ben, on te laisse aller à ta vie.
Have a good night.
Et bonne nuit.
Ona. In our language, we say ona.
Et dans le Kanien'kehá, on dit on a pour dire à bientôt ou à la revoyure.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move on now. And I don't really know what else that we had to discuss tonight. If we did have other stuff lined up already, my mind is like just a blank now.
Angel just raised her hand now.
Okay. What?
I don't know if we had something to discuss, but I waited to see if we would have time to discuss it. So I'm Angel, daughter of Jeanne Mance, granddaughter of Jeanne Ebic, great-granddaughter of Marianne. I'm Turtle Glen temporary representative in the Life Givers Nation. It's just that I want to do a summary of what I had last week. I was in a retreat on ecological buildings, and there is interesting stuff that happened there. Some things that could be interesting for the Longhouse and the Peace Lodge, and also stuff that is interesting for synchronicity. I'll start with saying that Anne Beaumier, the ones that were organizing the Peace Festival in Victoriaville, is now in Eastman. So like I didn't know she was there. So that means there is a place for us to do whatever in Victoriaville if we want to create a moon festival or peace festival again. So I see the opening there. Also, there's a hemp house that is built in Danville, which is 20 minutes from my place. And it's a collaborative work. So I'll try to find the information and maybe try and go there and help to learn about this, because and I can tell it created a lot of people wants to help. They have because someone went there and went to teach us after about something else, but still reported their experience, and they say that there's like 10 people. There's some people that are only there to cook and take care of the children, and while there's people working on the house, and it's really not to say festive, but it's like, you know, the collective work, how it creates like encouragement. So I was really happy because I could tell from there, talking about him, that I was one of the people over there that knew the most about it, even though I don't think I know that much, but I knew a lot. So I could tell them multiple things. Maybe I was sometimes disturbing because, you know, when you present me statistics and numbers, I'll challenge them. So that's what I did. And I challenged mostly the ones that were talking about climate change, where they would look at the average between 76 and 2005. I said we would need to look at it like more recent, because 2005 is like, it's old now. It's like the last 20 years, it must be something else way much. So I tried to open the conversation on this a bit, on like, let's say, yeah, it's good to have like a really good tool now to have AC in our house and heating that is, let's say, effective and stuff. But if everybody use AC, that means there's freon in there. I don't know if it's like that in English, but there's a gas in there that's pretty pollutant. And so I tried to open like some some eyes. I know that even though I was in the like ecological building design retreat, still there's a lot of people that are not aware about like moon colonization. And I could talk about the Two Row Wampum to the organizer, which I'm really proud. His name is Benoît Lavigueur. He had a contractor business in only ecological building for 17 years. Now he's he's a speaker. He goes and teach about it, but he's still really alert and learning about this. So he was interested in knowing about the Two Row Wampum. So maybe at some point there will be connection there. And another thing that I learned there is that the RBQ, which is the regulation construction in Quebec, now request the contractors that they have some knowledge and some classes in ecological buildings. So it is something that is different from just a few years ago. So that means they will be forced to get classes and open at least a bit about it. So that could create a movement because at some point we will have to create, like, let's say, compostable houses so healthy that at the end you can just leave it there and it will just compost by itself, like say a hemp house. That's what it will do. And I want to share about the they call it Oasis. That's how they call the building where I was. It's in collaboration with Eastman Spa. So I know you know where it is. And I think you went there. I think we could try and organize moon teachings there. I'm sure there will be a market because people, they crave for this kind of knowledge. So I'll try to like make myself some place there and try to connect to get us to get there. But I want to show you what kind of building I was in because it's really interesting just to see the results. So it could be inspiring for the Peace Lodge, Stuart. So let me share. So I don't know if it's big enough for use. Try to.
It's coming.
It is, yeah. So this is the building where I was. I was in this one. I was fortunate enough to be in this one. Here, there's the class that we had. So it's a building that it's built for what they call co-living. So all of the commune areas are in this part, and around this part, it's the rooms where the people would sleep. So, and it's separated by an like soundproof door. And it's a different, even a different heating and climatizing system. So that's pretty interesting. All of the outside is made of ardoise. What is ardoise?
Hey boy.
It's not clay, but it's kind of a rock that we have.
Okay, I know what that is. It's almost like a cement that you put over it.
Yeah, you can see it here. This.
Yeah.
So it's all designed to like being efficient. So it accumulates heat, and then inside there is also in there. And this is a bioclimatic greenhouse. I sit in there each night. And on top here, it's a full solar panel like rooftop. So they gave us all the information about it. And here inside, it's mud bricks. So they excavated and they used the mud, which was the perfect blend, supposedly. And they created the bricks with it, and they created a wall. That means it's created a thermic mass on which when the sun gets there, it accumulates heat in there, and during the night it diffuses it. And the floor is like that also. All the wood is let's say sustainably sourced. And here it's the rooms that we had. This is one that is shared. So let's say I had half of it, but it was really interesting to see, even though it's a place where it's like a hotel, it's still something that we can see how it's designed, that it let people, like, let's say in the commune area, to do whatever they want, while people that want to sleep can, without being disturbed and hearing everything. And this is the greenhouse. I think this is not the real last result, or maybe it's the first year, because now there is like peas everywhere. There's like up to the top of it. There is a door there, a door on each side. So if you sit in there, you can like have a lot of ventilation. It smells really good. There was thyme in there also. I looked at all the plants. I was really fascinated by it. It's quite costly to do, but there is alternative options that we could use if we want. So they call it a solar passive greenhouse because of the way the windows are oriented. Usually it could be even a bit more leaning, like at 45 degrees, which you get the best out of winter and summer there. And yeah, here we can see the solar panel. They are all over the whole roof. They had to design a bit of the like when you have solar panel, it's a bit tricky because it creates heat, like the inverter, the things that like change the current to be able to use it after, creates a lot of heat, so they have to climatize it. It's like a mini data center, let's say. So it's a thing that needs to be considered in people when they design their buildings. They have a big system of solar panels that will create heat, so they have to manage the heat to make sure that the fire doesn't because the fireman came because of an alert that was about the heat. It was too hot. And all like it's healthy materials in there. This is, I think, granite, or no, it's not granite. It's I think it's the same as the floor, but everything is made to be durable, and I could tell it was quality work. Of course, they busted the budget because it was like a first-time thing, but it's for them, Solution Era, which is the company that inspired this. It was their dream to do it. So, and when you go there, of course, by being at the hotel, you have the access to the spa and everything, and it was really good food. And but I would not eat like that all the time. It's quite a lot of preparation, but at the same time, it's a good test for someone that doesn't know if they have allergies and stuff. If you go there, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, so you barely eat. I'm sure the desert, the small things we had must not even have sugar. So after a few days, I could tell I could feel some changes in my body, even though I'm someone that eat healthy most of the time. So yeah, that's really, really beautiful. So I enjoyed my experience, and I wish everybody would experience this kind of living, because it was a good experience, and also inspiring to build something, or to build a collective project like that. And I was able to talk about my visit into the hemp house and like sell it to everyone, because I'm still impressed a year after. So yeah, there's a lot of people that want to do good, and they really want to, like, they really want to do change the world, and I think it's important that we talk about these initiatives. That's it. So.
Wow. Yeah, a building like that, it's got to have a very high cost to it, though. You know.
Yeah, but it's because they put so much in it that it went over even the plan. So it's in millions, but it could be done, like, maybe not that big, because it's 5,000 square feet. That's really, really big. But now I have all kinds of documents that we can use to calculate budgets, so we can use it. And yeah, basically everything is out of price, but at the same time, if you do it all yourself, you have to source the material, but that's mostly what you have to do, and then you do the work.
I think for us, what we could afford is something probably 100 times smaller than that, made out of Legos. That's our
We never know, Stuart. We never know. Money can flow from places unexpected.
Hey, falling from the sky. Yeah. Okay.
Kind of.
Wait and see when that happens. Well, yeah, that's a beautiful place. I mean, when we were looking at before the pandemic, when Rami and his crew were looking at creating the Peace Lodge, we were looking at all that kind of stuff, but you got to have a lot of money. I mean, just like you look at, they're promoting electric vehicles as the way of the future. Who could afford electric vehicles? Only rich people. The poor people can't afford that. The poor people can only afford to drive around in old clunkers that are spewing exhaust everywhere, So that's the reality of things, is that rich people can afford it if you got the money. Poor people can only afford to build poorly. Like poor people will build with easily accessible insulation. And if something happened, well, then all the chemicals and all of that contributes to the destruction of the environment. So when you look at stuff like that, it should be subsidized, to everybody. If they're the government and the powers that be are saying this is the future, we're going to solar, we're going to this or that, well, then they should subsidize that instead of just having the rich people be the ones that blaze the trail into it, and that's got a dirty footprint, as you know. Anyways,
I don't know if you're aware, but Hydro-Quebec is subsidizing solar panels right now.
yeah.
It's
Well-
new, but it's still, let's say, a false transition technology because it creates a lot of. It's durable though. Like the first one from 40 years ago are still in function and still quite efficient. So it's because it doesn't move, so that's why it's durable. Even with hail, because I asked, let's say there's hail because climate change, I challenged them a lot. And he says that even then it takes a lot, like big ones in the States that could destroy it. But yeah, the batteries and everything. There's all kind of alternative, but anyway, like new houses is not affordable for no one now. But they explain that the best house, the most ecological house, it's the one that you don't have to build. So buy one and renovate it properly. That's what is most accessible for people. But I also opened the door to them because they talk about co-living, so they are open to this, but the participant didn't see this. I told them a few times that at some point we'll need to understand that we have to live together. That's how we are designed to be. So if, let's say, we are 5 families together, now we have the means to build a house or have a house.
Yeah.
Alone we don't, but together we have the means.
And when we look at, let's say over the past 100 years, when we look at the nuclear family, it was a husband who was the breadwinner. The mother stayed at home, children went to school, whatever. And back then, one person, one income could afford a car, could afford a house, a garage, and a vacation once a year, on top of feeding the family, all of that. Today, one person can't even afford to do that for themselves even. Today, now, everybody's cutting corners with either collecting coupons for something, or else, just like here in Kahnawake, there's these efforts in the community for free food for everybody. These are the things that are keeping people alive now today, or even they'll go to buy their clothes at like a secondhand place where you're buying a shirt maybe for $3-4, as opposed to going into a store and you're paying $80 for the same shirt, and people making less and less income, less and less stability, more and more taxation. Oh my goodness, the pressures are just put on everybody to not even be able to afford to live any longer. Humans can't even afford to live on the earth. It's a crazy, everything is crazy. Everything's backwards, upside down, as we know. But anyways, yeah, these things, it's good that we keep looking at all these different, like building alternatives and stuff like that. So when the time comes that if and when we can build the Peace Lodge here, then we'll be able to take like the best ideas, as to what we can afford and what is the best idea. And we'll have Maybe we'll end up having, like I said, a house made out of Legos or something. Anyways, so maybe it's something we should go take a look at too, because yeah, we've been there before. Guylaine isn't there anymore.
No. See, they sell her. She wrote a book about like living life like you do at Eastman Spa, because it's a way of living. The woman that has it, her name is Jocelina, and I think she's 74, and she's in shape, but she's in shape because she like take time to rest. She take time to balance herself. She's close to nature, so she's promoting this way of life a lot. But you know, Eastman, just the name says it. It's that a lot of people that have a lot of money there. It's Eastern Township, so but still, at least they influence the rich people to do good.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should take a weekend or something just to go look at that place, you know, do a little little tour of it. Yeah.
I could ask maybe Benoit. He would be probably proud to show it to us.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's there often, so let's say at one time we can try and go there.
Let him know that you brought it back and spoke about it on the Zoom here, and we said that we want to go and take a look, have a little tour of the place. So maybe the way things are going, business-wise, it would have to be, it could be sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks, in between this weekend and the quarry cleanup. So it could be sometime in the next 2 weeks. If not, it'll have to be sometime in maybe mid-August, somewhere around there. Okay, okay, if there was nothing else, we didn't have anything scheduled. Just to give a very short update here. Those of you who have been with us, you know about the court case that we have been assisting Jason Dybo in, that we filed his appeal. It has all been lodged, all of this, all the stuff that was supposed to happen, we done. It's all been filed and taken care of properly. And this past week, the lawyers made known that they were going to oppose our appeal. They're appealing our appeal. Okay, so this just came through today. We didn't have time to look at it fully, but it basically says in their appeal that the stuff of their appeal, of our appeal, that the stuff that we bring up in the appeal wasn't brought up in the original case, and so therefore they're disputing that it be brought up. But at any time, if there's new information in any case, that information can be brought forward, even if you went through a whole trial and then there's new information or information that was just discovered, then that stuff can be brought forward anytime. So anyways, what we got to do is they put their time for the appeal of being August 22nd. Is that correct, Marie-Claude? It's August 22nd, they said?
September 22nd. And for the hearing that was already confirmed is August the 13th.
Okay, so August is the 13th. August the 13th is the date that we put forward in the appeal for Jason's side. But now that they're appealing it and it's only going to be on August 22nd, so it's obviously going to be
September 22nd.
September 22nd. It's obviously going to be a postponement. So, but just for everybody to know that Jason's appeal appeals the order that the Quebec judge made outside of anything that was in the case, ordered things to happen to the lands here in Kahnawake, which that judge has no right to order. The colonial court system has no jurisdictional authority to order anything pertaining to any lands within Kahnawake. It was quite simply an economic dispute of numbers, of dollars, and that's all that the judge could have ruled on. The fact that the judge went and ruled outside of his jurisdictional authority is what gives us the right to appeal that. And this means Jason this side of the case is appealing the Quebec court's right to decide or determine anything that happens within Kahnawake, to and upon the lands of Kahnawake. Now, the fact that Dewedani Zakta and the band system's lawyers are appealing Jason's appeal is stating, it's a statement that they are asserting the right of the Quebec court to determine what will happen upon and to the lands of Kahnawake. So the band system and Dewedani Zakta, just by appealing Jason's case, are undermining and breaking the trust of the people of Kahnawake. They are I forget the word. I'm getting tired now. But anyways, them appealing Jason's appeal means that the band system and Dewedani Zakta is granting the right to the colonial court to determine what will happen to the lands in Kahnawake. So the band system, like we say all the time, they're a bunch of sellouts. Everybody knows that. Here in this case, it's undeniable. It's in writing how they are selling out the people. So anyways, I'm not concerned that their appeal is gonna stop our appeal. No, it's not gonna stop our appeal, because our appeal, Jason's appeal, already raises the question of a higher corruption within the Quebec courts of overstepping their jurisdictional authority and making orders upon the lands and what's going to happen to the lands of Kahnawake. So there's no way they can say, well, no, we're going to accept the appeal of our appeal based on that we didn't have this information earlier on in the case. No way. This is not going to work on their end. And it's going to end up costing them millions of dollars. And the court is going to have no choice whether it's going to be the Quebec court or the Supreme Court of so-called Canada. If we're going to take it all the way there, the court is going to have no choice but to rule in Jason's favor, which is going to cost them millions of more dollars. Millions. So Kahnawake, right now, the band system has already costed you millions of dollars in this assault upon Jason Daibo's own personal income, his business that employed a minimum of 6 people here in Kahnawake, employed them full-time, year-round, and brought his family an income. And the band system's corruption is what destroyed the physical building of part of Jason's business. There was two buildings. They destroyed one building. The band system is the cause of that. So rightfully so, Jason took them to court, suing them for an amount of money. Now, in that court, the judge overstepped his authority and said, ordered Jason off of the land, ordered that nobody is to stand in the way of the cops asserting and to carry out this order. So this means that the colonial courts, a white man in the courts, are telling Kahnawake what's going to happen to the lands, and if you get in our way, we're going to arrest you. And they're going to use the PKs, the town cops, to arrest you. All a bunch of sellouts. The band system, the PKs, all upholding the white man's laws, the white man's orders. This is not going to be, this is not the reality of Kahnawake. This is right now their current corruption that they have been allowed to get away with. But this court action and my court action and other actions are going to bring down this beast of this corrupted band system. Because the band system doesn't matter who it is. It's an adoption of the white man's political system. How much of an idiot that you got to be for a native to adopt the white man's political system? You got to be a complete idiot. Hence, as we say all the time, only stupid people participate in democracy, and only the stupidest of the stupid participate in the democracy within the reserves in every band system. And that's literally what we're fighting. In the court, we're fighting stupidity. That's what it is. Okay, so as far as this goes now with Jason's case, now we can create our dispute, our appeal of their appeal of our appeal. So we have until September 22nd to do this. So we're gonna do this very soon, within the next couple of weeks. You could very easily get sunstroke, heat stroke. So be very careful in this heat, and we'll leave it there. Okay, we'll close up. Wow, what a good communication tonight. It was very powerful. Good stuff. I got a dead drum. The humidity is very humid, so don't expect too much out of this drum. In the spirit of everyone that came together tonight, and for the reasons which we did. Hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-yo, hi-ya, 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 hi-yo, hi-ya, hi-ya, hi-yo, hi-ya, hi-yo, hi-yo, hi-ya, hi-yo, 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 What's it